His story's not easy to tell, but I assure you I'll tell it well. Life is just like one big risk. You could say it's not worth it. You say you can't take it. You say you won't force it. But at the end of it all, there's only two choices. See, when he rapped, it was like one big game. Shouting out what you repping, like songs and names, like a bad orchestra. No brass, like a race run and finish last. To me, it's much bigger than that. You realize that once you lay down the track. I could tell you something meaningless, like where I'm from, who I'm with, and what type of car I'm in, but I'd rather rap something real. Something that you could actually possibly feel. He was always challenging the way life was. You think he had learned why everything doesn't appears the way it isn't, why he tries to sneeze to open his eyes. And this is when we met in the shine, as you can guess. We watched the sparks fly like every story. Of course they faded. Not to say that love is jaded, but he could forget pride, forget love and our spiritual connections above. But can you tell me what's important? I guess it's about time that we gain some focus. It's like driving down the two-way street. You could turn left or stay right, but right isn't necessarily right. It may be labeled right, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't fight for what's actually precise. So how do you know what really is right, what really is fair, what is just, which is which, and how much time you have to pick? I guess in the end, it all depends on whether or not you have the focus to be victorious. It's about your choices. Don't you think it's about time we give back? We live our lives, but there's some things we lack. We lack kindness, we lack faith, we lack prosperity, even though all we do is take. I guess this was all we ever saw the world two ways. You could change the world or believe it never changed. That piece is like one of the first pieces I ever wrote, so this is actually the last piece I wrote, because I just wrote it a couple days ago. So, alright, here we go. Exhale as it rings, crystal clear like my tears, but it never wavers. This love between us is the type of love that never wavers, and one side is really beautiful, but the other side is heart-wrenching as I breathe you in. The pain is intense, it is immense, but as steady as a chef's knife. It cuts through the truth to the lies of life, and he says I'm uptight, but I just understand what it takes to fight, and I'm not talking about fighting for your rights. Because this isn't a piece on activism. It isn't a piece about standing up and finally giving a fuck no. This is a piece about love. Something I forgot existed, and maybe I might have already missed it, but this boy who can't comprehend compliments. As a man, he reigns over ruins, degrading the deities, the dogs, even greater now. He answers the prayers of prisoners and peasants trying to make amends, but don't forget about the dark side of this man. Because when I released that breath, we went through a break. His heart went through a break, and we prayed. And he promised himself he'd hurt me a million ways with a smile on his face. Checkmate. Before I ever got the chance to prove my worth, when I had finally stopped playing games, he was ready to jump my queen with a pawn. In other words, he knew he had already won. But there was something poisonous about him that I couldn't exactly place. I would breathe him in, ignoring the pain, but he was killing me. Softly. With all his hate, he was killing me. Slowly. In the worst of ways. And that's where this image ends. He arrives and leaves like a breath being released. And now my body has healed, but not my mind or my soul or my heart. But these words keep us alive. And I don't mean separately, I mean they keep us alive. Despite the hurt and the lies. As if together we are one breath, intermixing hate and love. Exhale, inhale again.